Who is it?
Thank you,
Who that?
Curtains of 29.
Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Who is that? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Who is that? Who is that nigga that's driving a Bentley? Who is that nigga that's counting them 50s? Who is that nigga that's running the city? I be that nigga that's running it up. Keep that shit on me, I keep that shit tucked. I'm paper chasing, always in a rush. I gotta get it, that shit is a must. They wasn't with it, got left in the dust. I gotta be the one to make a change. Could wait till the day when they told me I changed. Put off my city and my last name. Put on a pinky ring and a new chain. Who is that? Look at me, I know you picture you in that. I know you don't know nobody doing that. We too hot, they can never be cool with that. If I like it, you know I'm pursuing that. Maybe I should get one or get two of that. Walk out of the bank, pocket stupid fat. Yeah, they know who I be, they ain't wondering. Who is that? Who is it? 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 Who is that? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Who is that? Who is that nigga that's driving a Bentley? Who is that nigga that's counting them 50s? Who is that nigga that's running the city? I be the nigga that's running it up.
Who is that? Who is that?
I don't care.
Peso.
Y'all can talk how y'all want.
Yeah, talk how you want, talk how you want. Who is that poppin' now? Who is that grappin' now? Who is that talking? Come get something to talk about. Who that girl smiling? Come get something to smile about. Took to the borders, get something to be proud about. Who is that nigga that run with the shit? Who is that nigga that let all the lions out? Who is that nigga keep gassing them up? I keep passing them up, which I let all his tires out. Bitch, iron out, fire out. Still ain't got nothing to live for. Who is that? Give him something to die about. Who is that? Now they finally finding out. He complaining, get something to cry about. I be like, yes, they know who is that. I float off the earth, I ain't coming back. Bitch.
Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Who is that? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Who is that? Who is that nigga that's driving a Bentley? Who is that nigga that's counting them 50s? Who is that nigga that's running the city? I be that nigga that's running it up. $17 for 2 crab legs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, just to put a smile on your face. Yeah. Spent a lot of money last night. Yeah. Me and my bitch fresh out the sand with a 10, nigga, damn, nigga. If it ain't about cash, don't give a damn, nigga. I been feeling in love with counting bands, nigga. That's all I dream about while you get out of bed, nigga. Right now I'm hot in that bitch, ayy. Look, freak, she geek, though she love to make me proud. Do that shit just like I told. Big booty pay, baby, come and be my old bro. Rick James, that super freak, fuck on the soap. I see these sneaky niggas plotting on the culture. Shoot that fucking chip in your head, off your shoulders. Shorty wanna play, stretch her out like it's yoga. It's a slumber party, but you can't sleep over. But that a name of the game, see I told ya. Now we in the grave, mad at me, he rolling over. Big bag, take low, man, please don't expose him. If he was a snake, he would've bit me like a cobra. Big knots, big rocks, nigga, big rocks. Little nigga taking big shots, put him in a big box. How you know that motherfucker dead till that shit stop? Shit, it can't stop, and it won't stop. Yeah, gotta keep it with me cause I'm legendary. Wow, gotta keep it with me cause it's necessary. Yeah, gotta keep it with me cause these niggas scary. Yeah, it's good to get their own cheese, wanna take my dairy. Yeah, got me a little cat woman, little Halle Berry. Yeah, little nigga, I'm John Wick and she Halle Berry. Yeah, my bitch, my shooter, she love me, that's voluntary. Yeah. Me and you gon' need, I ain't talking about commissary. Yeah, I know we gon' make it, this ain't Bonnie and Clyde. It's guapa down, we can't die, girl, we gon' make it alive. These niggas vultures, they need us just to survive. I see these pussy niggas looking with that eagle eye. I see these sneaky niggas plotting on the culture. Shoot that fucking chip in your head, off your shoulders. Shorty wanna play, stretch her out like it's yoga. It's a slumber party, but you can't sleep over. Guapa that a name of the game, see I told ya. Now we in the grave, mad at me, he rolling over. Big bag, take low, man, please don't expose him. If he was a snake, he would've bit me like
like a cobra. They don't wanna see you going up, they tryna hold you. Can't let them get one up on you, they try to control you. See you with the ticket, now they sicker than ammonia. Didn't know just how to play the game, I had to show you. Picture me a role model, posing with you poses. I'm the hottest nigga, look up to me like the solar. Fuck a pretty bitch and send her right back to the owner. Getting money outside like it ain't no corona. I see these sneaky niggas plotting on a culture. Shoot that fucking chip in your head, off your shoulders. Shorty wanna play, stretch her out like it's yoga. It's a slumber party, but you can't sleep over. Guapa that the name of the game, see I told you. Now we in the grave, mad at me.
Powered by
What it do, what it do, episode 32, dog.
Yo.
Yo, how was your Christmas, G?
Amazing.
Great?
Yeah.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
That's real good. It's your boy, Ann Walk.
It's your boy Marcus, man. What's going on?
Oh, yeah, and we here for another episode 32 of the Table Talk podcast. We're going to get into just a few little things today. It's going to be real light, real relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
We got like one really kind of more on the serious note kind of topic that I think we should touch on. You kind of touched on it the last episode about what was going on. But besides that, you know, we're not going to do a whole lot today. You know, we got the bowl games, you know, bowl season. And then our serious kind of topic is with COVID. This thing with these monoliths, dude, like there was one in San Francisco that was crazy. Like
I've been watching a lot of these.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I started getting really interested into them maybe a couple months ago when they started popping up, and I'm like, how the hell are they getting these things here? So we gonna touch on that. I think the one they did yesterday was kind of cool. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Then we got a viral video that was, bruh. I seen it I think I seen it on Christmas maybe or Christmas Eve, bruh. Yo, I was dying, dog.
Hey, serious out here.
I seen it. I mean, it's one of those ones where you seen it, you get ready to see it, you see it, it's coming. Like,
oh yeah,
I seen it all the way. You know what I mean? Then we gonna get into that NFL game we had yesterday,
man.
Bruh. Saints
AK,
Vikings,
AK,
bruh, going crazy,
AK still in the grill,
bruh, killing. And then, you know, as usual, we touch on a little bit of the NFL picks while we still got the NFL season going on.
Absolutely.
Crazy they survived this long.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't think it would last.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
They got
Yep.
past Christmas.
Yep.
That's what's up.
Yep.
So we'll touch on that. There's even a thing with one of the games today that's technically not on TV. And I'll tell you what it's on when we get to it.
Okay.
If I can remember to get to that one. But yeah,
Sure.
man. Let's get into it, dog. But actually, first, before we do this, just another reminder: we got the Redbubble store up.
Get your merch.
Oh yeah, links in the description. So if you want to, you know, go there, support the channel. You're still doing some holiday shopping, you know, after the day. Today's what it's called Boxing Day in the UK. So hey, if you're still, you know, doing a little bit of shopping, you said you were out this morning doing some shopping, dog.
9 a.m.
Oh yeah, man. Everybody's spending the gift cards and everything.
Yep.
So if you got a gift card or extra, you know, money, and you want to just give it to a great cause, this is one of them. You know what I mean? Yep. So hey, like I said, with that being said, let's get into it. We got the bowl games. I always say they officially start kind of like on Christmas or Christmas Eve.
Right.
But the big ones really don't happen until like New Year's.
Right.
So we got our New Year's 6 bowls. Do you have any that I already know the one that it's the one you're going to watch. It's probably the same one for me, but we'll talk about that one real quick just because we both, it's pretty mutual. And then we'll get into a few of the other ones plus the playoffs. So we got number 8 Cincinnati versus number 9 Georgia.
Yep.
The Peach Bowl.
Yep.
The one thing that I had a problem with, if you rank them higher than Georgia, why do they get the benefit of playing in their own state? That's a whole advantage.
Sure.
I don't know how many people they're allowing, you know, but what's up with that? Like, I feel like you see Cincinnati, they're just getting snubbed
left and right,
yep. One on top of another, and it's just it hits, it hurts, and I hope they're very successful in this game. I hope they show out.
Me too.
Anybody you're looking forward to watching, you know, besides your cousin or anything we should be looking for?
Well, no, I mean nothing specific outside of that. Like I said, we're gonna look for the defense to come up big in this game.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm excited that it's Georgia. I know a lot
Yeah.
of people who root for Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. I mean, it's not that far away from Cincinnati, really. So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad it's an East Coast game. It does suck that they kind of got a home field advantage.
Yeah.
I feel even though it's not a crowd participation,
Right.
it's the preparation, right? I mean, it's
Exactly.
where you're at. You don't have to travel. You're
Yep.
close. You're familiar. So I really look forward to seeing Cincinnati's defense, and I want to see what Ritter does.
Yeah.
We talk about primetime games,
Yeah.
big games, bowl games.
This will really tell us how athletic he really is. If
Yeah.
he shows out,
Yeah.
it'll be like I told y'all. So,
Yeah.
because watching him in the AAC, dude can glide, man. He's like,
Yep.
his stride is crazy. Once he gets like 4 steps on you, I don't think nobody's touching him. You know what I mean? He reminds me a lot of the guy, athleticism-wise, is like maybe a step down from a Lamar Jackson, but I think he's more athletic than maybe a Joe Burrow. And Joe Burrow is pretty athletic,
Absolutely.
I think he's up there with like a Jalen Hurts,
There you go.
You know what I
There you
mean?
go.
I put him in
Yeah.
that kind of
Yeah.
area. He's very athletic. Dude, strong, man.
For sure.
He's had a big year. This has been a big year. I remember at the beginning of the year, they weren't even sure if he was going to be the starter,
Right.
and
Right.
he showed out a few of those games in the beginning,
Yep.
and hey.
Yep. No, I'm excited for these
Ooh-wee.
guys, man, because these ball games really get a chance for you to be on the big stage, for the
Yep.
nation to really see you. You get to play an out-of-conference game.
Yeah.
Georgia is not a sleeper.
Nope, not at
so
all.
so I think that, man, this will be the test we're really looking for. I mean, not the top 4, not a playoff,
Right.
But this will be a good test for us,
It's
man.
a step in the right direction.
Because a lot of times, man, you'll get these ball games that are just like
Yeah.
right.
Oh, yeah,
you
there
still-
was plenty of those on the list, too.
Still go in the game and you win 52-9 or whatever. I mean, it's weird, but I think this will be a good one.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think Luke Fickell is going to really have these guys prepared like he has all year. He's only improved this team every year.
Absolutely.
And I'm glad they won the AAC, and now let's keep this rolling into this Peach Bowl.
Yep.
And I'm thinking they're going to be successful in this Peach Bowl as well. We'll have to wait and see. New Year's Six Bowl, so it's a big bowl game for them. They haven't had one this big since the Sugar Bowl.
Yep.
I think they played Florida.
Yep.
It didn't really go their way.
Catastrophe. Yeah.
Yeah, man, it was tough. I had a couple friends that played in that game, so yeah, it sucked. But I've always been a big UC
And that was
fan.
a good team that year. I mean,
It was a great
we
team.
had an
Tony
awesome
Pike.
team.
They had we also have to remember that's the year that what's his name? Notre Dame coach. He just abandoned us.
Mm-hmm.
And
Kelly,
Kelly, he didn't even stay to coach the bowl game.
Yep.
That sucks.
Yeah.
So
a lot going on.
yeah, hopefully he gets his, when they play. And
For sure.
we'll talk about his game too.
And then this is Georgia. I mean, this could be a good redemption for that.
Oh yeah,
So,
for sure. I
excited.
think Georgia's always had a high prestige for football. It's SEC. You have an AAC team beat a SEC team.
Sure.
We don't want no more conversation about nothing.
The one thing I will say is we cannot do what we did with Tulsa last week.
Oh yeah.
We've got to get up early. We've got to play consistent. And as long as we do that,
The
we'll be
layoff
fine.
hurt us. The layoff hurt too.
28 days in
You know what I
between,
mean?
man. It's a long
So,
time.
Good for us. It's
Yep.
not that long.
Yep.
They waited a couple weeks maybe this time.
Yep.
But they've been training, and then with COVID, I get it, but
Yep.
I think we'll be all right.
Yep.
I think UC will be all right. So, good luck to the Cincinnati Bearcats football team. Any other games that's kind of sticking out to you as far as New Year's Six games? I think the Oklahoma and Florida game will be very interesting too as well, because these are teams that were ranked ahead of us, pushed ahead of us, like an Oklahoma team. So, I don't know.
Yep. No, and I just with it being bowl season, I'll probably watch everything.
Yeah.
It's hard not to. But no, we'll see, man. We'll see.
Yeah, I think the Oklahoma game, it's the Cotton. What is it? The Cotton Bowl? I think that's what that one is. I don't know, that one's gonna be interesting, because if I see Florida handedly beat Oklahoma, then this whole time UC should have been ahead of all Big 12 teams. A lot of this stuff it breaks down with all these games, and that's why I want to watch them. Even the Iowa State game, like if Oregon comes out and beats the brakes off of Iowa State, They were ranked ahead of UC.
Right.
I have a problem with this committee now.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
telling you.
yeah.
And then I'm telling you, if UC comes out and handily beats Georgia or beats Georgia,
Right.
we got a problem.
There'll
You
be
know
a
what
lot
I mean?
there'll be a lot to take from these couple
Oh,
games.
yeah. Even the Texas A&M game, if they beat or if North Carolina beats Texas A&M,
Yep.
I have a problem.
Yep.
I have a big problem.
I
you
feel
know?
you on that. Yeah.
I
that's
have a
gonna be-
huge problem.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hey, y'all better hope those teams win. Otherwise, UC is going to be on y'all head for the rest of this year, no matter who wins this college football playoff.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we got the Rose Bowl that officially got moved from California to Arlington. They're playing in Cowboy Stadium.
Okay.
So, and here's another thing. They cater to Alabama. It's closer for them.
Yep.
And that's why I don't understand how UC doesn't get catered to, but
Right.
and they're a higher rank, but Alabama does. I get it. It's a college football playoff, but hey, why are we doing this? You know, I think that game's going to be a blowout between Alabama and Notre Dame.
Yep.
I think Alabama handily is going to beat
Yep.
Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame lost too late in the season to even be in this conversation of a playoff.
Absolutely.
They played a Clemson team where they had a few players with COVID, including the best player in the country, arguably, in Trevor Lawrence. He's going to be the number one draft pick in the draft. So, I mean, let's be realistic. And it took them how many overtimes? A couple overtimes just to beat them.
Yep.
So,
I mean, no, I agree with you. I think Alabama's gonna kill them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and yeah, they lost too late in the season, man. If you're not playing your best ball now,
yeah, man.
you know, to even be in the
Yeah.
top four,
That's what I have a problem with. It's just that type of stuff. I think the more interesting game is going to be the late game, the 8:45 game on ESPN, the Sugar Bowl.
Yep.
In New Orleans. You know,
Ohio State, Clemson.
Oh yeah, Clemson. Number 2 Clemson versus number 3 Ohio State. Dabo Swinney been pissed off from the jump.
Talking that cash.
Didn't want to play Ohio State. It's very obvious he doesn't want to play Ohio State.
I like this new Clemson Ohio State rivalry.
Yeah,
man. I think,
it's fresh.
That's something
it's
new
some
brewing
fresh
a little
shit.
bit. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
man, that's
it's fresh.
It's a new thing, man.
It's
I'm liking
very
that.
fresh.
Yeah.
And they really are like beefing, man. Like coaches are talking, players are talking.
Yeah, man.
I just hope everybody is healthy for this game. Now I know the Big Ten changed the rule from like 21 days to like 14 days for the COVID list.
Mm-hmm.
So because it affected one of a few players on Ohio State, they wouldn't have even been able to play in this bowl game because of that. So they're the Big Ten is prepping Ohio State so they can compete in this game.
Yep.
It's gonna be a very good game. You arguably, just like last year with LSU and Clemson in the championship game, you pretty much had the 2 top quarterbacks in the country that could go 1-2 in the draft. Now you got it again with Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields, arguably 1-2 in the draft. Let's hope it goes that way because I want my Bengals to get this 3rd pick. I want them to get Sewell from Oregon, and let's rebuild. But yeah, this game is going to be very, very interesting.
Yeah, I'm more excited about that than the Alabama Notre Dame for sure.
Who you got? You
man,
thinking?
I'm going Ohio State, man. I'm taking my boys, man. I know Clemson's got us before.
Yeah, man.
Man, and I'm not going to give a bunch of excuses or certain reasons. Clemson's very tough.
Yeah,
Dabo's a great coach.
He's a good coach.
But I'm ready, man.
Their D coordinators, I like him. He's all about it. He's energetic.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is Clemson's the type of team, man, makes you want to get the face paint on, and tear off your shirt. I mean, this gets you excited, man.
I used to like watching Clemson, but I don't know, maybe because I'm from Ohio, you kind of just don't like them anymore. They just and like you were saying with the rivalry, it's just kind of
it's a new thing.
Yeah, man. I'm like, ugh, I can't even root for y'all. Plus, I hate y'all being in the playoff every year.
I was the same way, man. I was all for Clemson, beating up on everybody else, but as soon as it turned on my guys, man, I'm like, man.
Oh yeah, so I honestly don't know because I feel like
Clemson's tough.
Clemson is very tough, and Ohio State ain't played nobody like Clemson this year. They only played, 6 games tops?
I agree with you, man.
Bruh, be careful.
It's tough, man.
They some dogs. Yep. They've always been some dogs. So, man, I hate to do this, but I think I'm going to pick Clemson.
All right. Hey,
Trevor Lawrence is real deal.
Yep.
they're going to have to watch film from last year's college football playoff to see how they dealt with that.
Yep.
And honestly, the only way they dealt with that was having arguably the best quarterback in the history of college football on their team.
Yep.
That's the only reason they won that game, having Joe Burrow.
Yep.
So, hey, Justin Fields, he's right there with Trevor Lawrence. That pick can flip-flop 1-2.
Yep.
Either one of them could go number one.
Yep.
It's going to be interesting to
It'd
see
be a
where
great
the
game.
Jets and Jaguars, how that works out with them.
Right, I was going to just bring that up a minute ago. Jets got their first win.
Yeah.
Which kind of took them out of that number one spot.
Mm-hmm.
But
interesting, too, the Bengals won on Monday night.
Right.
Beat the Steelers.
Big game, Bengals.
You know what I mean?
Let's go.
Oh, yeah. You know, I ain't gonna just let that slide.
Yes, sir.
You know, even though I pretty much picked the Steelers to blow us out, hey.
Black and Jello.
Oh, yeah,
Beat
man.
them up. Let's go.
Beat the brakes off them. Stop that boy Juju from doing TikTok dances in the middle of the field now.
Lucky his helmet ain't pop off.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Von Bell put that, you know what I mean, on it. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
sir.
So, hey, let's carry that into next season along with firing Zach Taylor.
Same energy, man. Yeah, for sure. Hey, you know what? It may happen. But
I think that might have saved them, though. You beat the Steelers. Damn, it just carries weight.
I saw you post about that. You said,
it carries
man,
weight.
With that one,
that shit equal like 4 wins for us, man.
That was a Super Bowl for us.
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah. They played like it. They was
Monday
hitting in that
night
game.
At home.
Yeah,
we
man.
Needed that, man.
Primetime game with
Big
Ryan
game,
Finley.
baby.
Shout out to Ryan Finley, man.
Yeah,
Dude played
man.
his ass off,
He
man.
did. He did.
Played his ass off. He's gone through a whole lot the past 2 years, not
For
really
sure.
playing to, you know, the standards that we thought he would at least be able to play to.
Yeah.
But he played his ass off, got his first NFL career W
Against the Steelers, man.
against the
That's awesome.
Steelers
That's
in
a-
prime
that's a good-
time,
that's a
Monday
good
night.
feeling.
You know, when Andy Dalton necessarily wasn't a primetime type of guy, never really won in primetime with us.
Yep.
I think the only primetime game I really saw him win at home was it's like that game we went to, the Thursday night game, when he threw 3 touchdowns in the first half to A.J. Green.
Yep, that was dope.
Thursday night game, that game was lit, bro.
It was dope.
That game was lit.
It was dope. I've been to multiple Monday night Steelers games here at home. This was prior to COVID, obviously.
Yeah.
Then that Thursday night game me and you were at, man, it was been some good times. Bro.
Oh, yeah. Great times, man. Great times. All right, man, let's get into something I say a little bit more serious. Pretty much what the U.S., here is requiring that all, people coming from the U.K. To do as far as COVID testing when you're upon arriving in the United States. The CDC announced on Thursday that all people traveling from the United Kingdom to the United States by air will be required to test negative before arriving in the country. The order is set to be signed by Donald Trump on Friday and will take effect from Monday, December 28th, until they pretty much get all this under control. The results, they have to be produced within 72 hours of departure, and it follows the concerns of a more variant of the coronavirus that you were kind of talking about last week with a new kind of version of it.
Right.
Mutated
form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like the precaution. I definitely do. We're not keeping anybody out. We're not telling anybody they can't come back home, but we are taking precaution, and this is the way it should have been from the jump.
Well, and I'll give you something deep, man, that I haven't spoken on before, but my sister-in-law's family is from St. Kitts, which is like Virgin Islands.
Yeah.
They have not let anyone in or out since March. Like no one.
That's nuts.
Her grandmother travels back and forth between the States and St. Kitts like twice a year. She'll come here. She's a couple months. She goes there a couple months. She's there because she was there when COVID kind of struck, made its big deal.
Yeah.
And she's been stuck there since. Now she's got a home there and everything else, so she's comfortable.
Yeah.
But I guess my point is that like she would have been here for Thanksgiving, she'd have been here for Christmas like she normally is. She's not been able to leave and can't leave.
Yeah.
I think they do have, if you're an important government official or some type of, you can make some provisions. But there's people that are in that country, man, that ain't left, can't leave, or haven't seen family, or if you were there on work or something, like you're still there.
Damn.
So that's just a small island of the world. But when I look at stuff like this, man, I'm like, man, it's getting deeper and deeper, man. We're taking more precautions, but there are still some places that are fully locked down.
Yeah.
They ain't taking no chances.
For sure. Yeah, I remember, I think Australia was like that too for a while.
Yep.
And sometimes it's for the better. It's for the good.
Was it Australia that just reported 0 cases?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nothing there.
You know, I keep thinking about that, man, because I want to say that although Australia is just a little south of China and where this kind of all started, I think they were one of the last places to really get like bad.
Yeah.
And then they're one of the first places to report 0 cases, man. And now, if you know the geography of Australia, it's everything is on the outside of it. The middle's like literally the outback, right? It's kind of forest and wildlife. So I wonder kind of what, you know,
there's not as many
secret?
people there.
Sure.
But still at the same time, they just did it the right way, including, I think they were getting like $3,500 a month for their COVID relief.
Wow.
So there's places that are doing this the right way, in which we should be looking at, you know. And guess what? When you do stuff like that, you don't have to have everybody at work.
Right.
Everybody ain't got to be there. They can stay home, do their thing, stay far away from people. When you limit people to money that, you know, that they need, guess what? I got to get out. I got to go to work, put a mask on. Whether I feel sick or not, I got to pay the bills. I got to pay rent. They not looking out for nobody here.
You just made that full circle for me, because I had another friend that had mentioned that way back when. He was like, man, it's easy for these celebrities to sit home and say, stay at home, you know, be at home. He's like, you got millions of dollars to just be at home and have somebody serving, because you're not essential, but the people who are in your house, like making your food and stuff, like they're essential.
Exactly.
Right. So somebody's still got to be busy and working.
Yeah.
So, but now that you're saying it that way, like, man, they were giving those people adequate money.
Yeah.
Living funds to where they didn't have to work, man. That kept people in the house.
Oh yeah, Canada too, $2,000 a month.
Wow.
Like that really helps. And while we're on the topic, like they're doing a bill for $600. And you know, Trump came out and said 2,000, but
that was only because he wanted to oppose it. I don't think he genuinely.
He
meant
just
to
wants.
grant.
He doesn't want to give nobody money.
Right.
Yeah,
he just
you know what I
wanted
mean.
to oppose the bill, that
And he
they
just wants to
passed.
make problems.
Yeah.
But when you do something like that, it doesn't help nobody. I don't care what anybody says, and I hear some people saying you should be grateful for having 600, and this is on both sides of the spectrum.
Yeah.
I'm like, what you don't understand is everybody doesn't have the same situation as you. I don't have the same situation as you. You don't have the same situation as maybe one of my neighbors.
Right.
Everybody has something different.
Right.
Everybody hasn't gotten it. And when I finally got COVID, I realized how it hurts you financially. You can't do anything. You can't. They make sure you don't go nowhere. You know, if you have a spouse in the house with you, they not really going to let you do anything. And that hurts. And they might have something set up with your job if they have enough money to pay you. But, you know, like they told my wife, we can pay you for 1 week. That was it.
Right.
That's not even as long as the quarantine that they require. So what's up with that? Like, so we deal with that here.
Right.
That's, you know, that's the problem. Yep. That's why other places in the world get over it, because they put the time, they put the effort, and they put the money into really making sure this is going to work, rather than just trying to make a so-so vaccine that might harm you or it might not. It might work, it might not. Plus, you know, hey, guess what? Our president has, you know, he has something in it for one of these vaccine companies that are making it. His family does. So it's all a money thing.
Well, I was going to say, it really sounds like the United States is even a money thing for them, man.
Yeah, they're trying to make money off this.
You're looking for a vaccine faster than any other precaution. The vaccine is just that you can make money globally, right? Nationwide, globally, whatever it is. So, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, and who's to say, like, when does it wear off? When do you not have to get the vaccine anymore? Because, you know, every year you have to get a flu vaccine. So how would this work with COVID? Because COVID really isn't leaving in the winter, after the winter time, you know, it'll still be here. So what do? You know, so those are some of the questions I kind of have, and it sucks. It really does, because, you know, I see people struggling from it. Even like during the holidays, you see some people, older people were passing away, friends that had older, you know, grandparents passing away, and that shit just hurts me, man, because I'm like, people shouldn't have to deal with this shit. We shouldn't have to, you know, be doing the holidays how we're doing it, but we're doing it this way because of the, you know, the carelessness that our government had when this all started. Right. You know, so that kind of sucks, man. But hey, hopefully we could get through this. But
I'm okay with U.S. requiring the COVID testing.
Oh yeah,
man.
for sure.
I think that helps stop any of the spread. I mean, like anywhere else. come back here when we know you're negative.
Yeah,
When
for
we know
sure.
you're negative, and we'll
Especially with what's going on over there right now.
this is a controllable.
Oh yeah,
You know
for
what I mean?
sure.
Like if we can control the controllables,
And it's not like they're saying you're banned from coming in or out.
right?
You just test negative, you could come right back home.
Right.
You know, but
Right.
you test positive, you gonna have to figure that shit out over there. You're gonna have an issue because how you pay for treatment or where do you stay? You know,
Right.
it's a whole lot that goes into it that I hope no one has to deal with. That's from here. So hey, we'll see, brother. All right, so yesterday, brother, we had a gingerbread monolith that appeared in San Francisco. Dog. This thing is getting to the point where I don't even know, like, I love the art behind it. I love it. I really do. But I don't know how these people are, like, doing this unseen. Look at the size of this thing. This one was about, I think, almost 7 feet tall.
When you say unseen, I'll tell you what it reminds me of. You ever been rolling down the highway, see some graffiti that you're like, there's just no freaking way possible that somebody did that? Like, when the hell did they have time and nobody saw them? Like, this is 75 South. You're over the overpath and you have this huge graffiti. And you're like, at what point was there no cars to where somebody could hang upside down like Spider-Man, do all this, and like, that's it. Nobody called the police, nothing. Like, that's what this reminds me of.
And I get it.
And I did see a video of like some dudes who like, I think they removed one.
Yeah.
And like, I think it was like a 7-man team. It was like 6 minutes or something. They took the whole thing down or whatever.
Because the one I've seen, it was like this steel beam one. Like, there's no way it's a 2-man job. Like,
no,
you gotta have a good amount of people doing that. And
Yep.
yeah, you're doing it at night, but like, you're not seen by anybody.
Crazy.
Nobody said anything.
Yep.
That's what I don't understand with this. It's like, it's just it's mysterious, and that's what I like about the art. Like, you don't know who's done it.
Yep.
And then randomly everybody sees it, and now everybody's taking pictures with it. Like, there was a bunch of people that went to take pictures with it, and it's overlooking San Francisco. It's some of the coolest stuff you ever seen.
The first one that I think was in the big Grand Canyon, or was it in where was the first one they did? It was in like a rocky area. I think it was in Grand Canyon area somewhere. But they did the monolith, and it was like a big steel beam. Yeah. Then there was a second one.
Bro, they were showing up everywhere.
Yeah, they were popping up. So when the first one popped up, I was kind of like, "Whoa, what is this?"
Yeah.
Like, cause I'm with.
And some of those
shit.
are super heavy, bro. Like,
I'm with
you
the
just
shit.
don't.
Like,
you not just picking these up, putting them in the back of a pickup truck, dog.
These. Yeah.
Somebody's got to, like, you got to be in on this.
It was
stuff.
very clean how it was put in. I mean, it was definitely some like dark saber shit. Like,
oh
cut
yeah,
through anything.
man,
it was crazy.
Yeah,
NASCAR.
like
You know what I mean?
like these guys had to have like bobcats doing this shit, man. Like, there's no way. You could show the other picture now. Once people kind of found out, that it was there. I mean, look, now everybody taking pictures, and that's what they want. That's what you want.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what it is.
And once one person sees it, the next person sees it, then everybody want to see it. Then everybody want a picture with it.
It's viral.
Oh, yeah. And it's cool, it happened around the holidays, and California is not necessarily doing as well with COVID, so it's just something, I guess, that, it lightens the mood a little bit. And it was a gingerbread one, bro.
Version, yeah.
I want to know, was it actually gingerbread or just like...
Look like gingerbread.
But
That's
it,
cool,
it actually had to be, though, because I've seen these little events where they do, gingerbread houses, bro. There's some people that really take this shit serious with gingerbread, bro. Like, I'm talking about miniature house.
Yeah.
So I can see that. Like, oh, man. Like, what they should have did was they should have, like, etched some stuff on there with icing. That would have been the.
They even got the dog up there, like.
Yeah, everybody, man. And look at the backdrop, like.
Yep.
I mean, it's 7 feet tall, so I guess you could probably see it from down there if you have
probably
binoculars.
looks like Runyon Canyon.
Yeah.
So
I can't remember what park it was. I thought
it's probably in Runyon.
Corona Heights Park.
Okay.
In San Francisco. So, and it's kind of weird. It's Corona Heights. That's interesting. But yeah,
coronavirus.
Yeah, boy. But I'm just, I'm on Twitter and I just see this and I'm just like, another one.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Damn, bro.
Red.
Crazy.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So,
Those are nuts.
Dude.
Freaky, though.
Really weird, man. And just how they get it to just stand firm, you know what I mean? And
yeah, that's nuts.
And they're
man.
leaning on it like in the picture. Like you would think it would fall over or something if it was just
this ain't
hollow
no
or something like that.
Nah, that's dope.
Yeah, man. So very cool kind of thing that happened during this holiday season.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue to follow these, man. I mean, it's obviously somebody's building them, putting them up, but I think, like you said, man, what it stands for, the the unification, man. People taking pictures, the holiday spirit, the gingerbread, theme. I think it's all good, man.
Yeah, and
these ain't hurting nobody,
right? And we haven't heard. We don't know who's like claiming these yet. I heard one or two artists that were part of the bigger ones, but I think it's become so popular and viral that random people might be doing them now. That are still artists, but just it's a little bit more chance of it being random. Right. Than it is the same person.
Well, that's one question that comes to my mind. How do you claim this? If you are the person behind them, how do you eventually come out and say it was us the whole time? I mean, you'd have to do some video.
What's that artist's name, Jalen? We've never seen him before, but he's got all these like super interesting paintings. Does it start with a B?
It's Unanimous.
Yeah. What is his name? Is it Banish? Is that the guy's name? Is he the one that had, or no, Banksy? Yeah, Banksy. Yeah, that's his name. So you have an artist like that like his art is like worth millions and millions of dollars. You don't know who he is though.
Wow.
I remember he had the one viral painting where it was in a box and it was his and someone bid on it, right? And it was like, I can't remember what the picture was. It was a very simple picture. And then once it sold for millions and millions of dollars, the shit burned up. He had like a contraction that made it like just disintegrate.
What?
Yeah, I think Jalen gonna pull it up. He'll find it.
Yeah, that's
but
crazy,
it's one of the like coolest things I've seen art wise. But yeah, this guy's he does this type of stuff where it's random.
Right.
And you'll find out later. Yeah. Check this out, bro.
I did see this, but I didn't know what it was doing.
Yeah,
it shredded it or something?
Yeah. Look at this, man.
Art connoisseurs could only watch in horror as an expensive piece was shredded before their eyes. No sooner did the gavel come down to mark the sale of Banksy's Girl with Balloon for a record $1.4 million.
Nuts.
Did the picture start to slip out of its frame into shreds below? The anonymous artist claims to be behind the stunt. On Instagram, he posted a photo of his prank with the caption, "Going, gone." In a later post, he explained how he did it.
Yeah, so this is kind of a cool thing to, watch, and that's why I love the art. Like, and instantly when I saw all those monoliths, that's who I thought of.
Right.
And he does stuff like this all the time. So it's becoming more of a catchy kind of popular thing, and that's what art is about.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's
Definitely.
cool. Yeah, it is. It is.
Definitely.
So, and just to cap off that conversation, man, art to me, and I'm not the most artistic guy in the world, right? I mean, I don't have any secret skill of painting or creating. I mean, other than just naturally creating, right, or being intuitive or innovative. But I think art, and like when I talk about art, I mean I'm talking painting, rapping. Music, poet, like
absolutely.
Any of the arts,
creative arts.
But I believe that it's about risk taking and being
yourself and being different, man.
And like the only way you can really be artistic is to be outside of the box, and like it's okay to be against the grain a little bit, man. So
sure.
Literally when people are artistic, man, it's literally them expressing themselves or expressing things like in a way that's not normal. And just super cool, man.
Oh, so yeah, man.
I like those. I'm gonna continue to follow those, man.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Let's get into some super light. We got a viral vid. This video was absolutely insane, brother.
I like this a lot.
I'm talking about absolutely bananas.
This is my type of video, man. This is me.
And there's a lesson to be learned here as well, but we're gonna let this viral video play. And hopefully you guys enjoy this one
Yes, sir.
because this one was definitely like, I was like, yep, seen it coming. But here we go.
Fuck my mama, nigga. Fuck my mama. Fuck your mama, nigga. Fuck your mama. You know what I'm
gonna
saying?
pop 'em.
I live on 400 Oxford Avenue, 2 blocks away. And you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I'm gonna walk to you. I'm gonna walk right to my house for you, bro. Oh God, I'm not trying to disrespect you, bro. I'm not. I'm gonna say nigga all day, every day. Are you kidding me? Where you from, nigga? Where you from?
He
Where
can
you
pop
from?
'em.
Where the fuck you from, nigga? You from here? Get the fuck out of here, you a clown, nigga. Oh God, you a clown, nigga. You from here?
All right,
you a
buddy.
clown. What, you gonna smack me with that? Smack me. Smack me. Smack me.
That's what he wanted, man.
Come on, yeah. Drop
Got
it.
it.
Yeah, you got yours, buddy.
Then just roughed him up, bro.
Motherfucking nigga. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, man, you learned this lesson, man. Ain't no reason to be
Call me another nigga.
Ain't no reason to find him out.
Call me another fucking nigga.
Okay.
He talking about ain't no reason to beat him up.
Okay.
Shit.
Okay, good.
Break him down.
You good now? You good.
That tone changed real quick, dog. Real quick.
I asked you not to call. Fuck your mama. Smack.
Yeah, let's show the smack one more time, man.
Drop it.
Good God. All right, you can cut it, man. You ain't gotta play that no more. Good God.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
you got yours, buddy.
buddy.
Son. So when I seen this, you know, I'm just on my phone watching, you know, it's the holidays, I'm kicking it, and I'm telling you, once I seen bro pick up the hard lemon iced tea, I was like, it's over, dog. He about to smack shit out of him with this, bro. Like, it's about to get ugly.
I thought the series of events was great. So the guy goes to toss the iced tea, he drops it.
Mm-hmm.
As he drops it and grabs it, the dude tries to quickly like kick it real
Mhm.
quick. Like, man, you dropped that. And as soon as he kicks and comes back, that pop right across the nose.
Dog.
Hey, that was excellent right there.
Dog. And it's a lesson learned, man. You don't need to say that, man. You don't. You know, it's not for him to be able to say that word. You know, it's not him. He's not allowed to say nigga. He can't.
Well, you know what's so crazy to me, man, is that, and this is just me being a very whole perspective guy, that video to me, it wasn't the nigga part that bothered me, man. I think it was just the guy's overall behavior.
Yeah, cocky.
Like, obviously, the N-word was disrespectful, right? That had the guy upset, but the guy was drunk. He was buying 2 more Bud Light Tall Boys.
Mm-hmm.
They were probably in a store in an area of, you know, minority and whatever else, right?
Mhm.
But the dude was just on one, and if you know, if I was the dude that hit him with the thing, man, I might have hit him regardless, just because he was annoying.
Just
But
talking.
push him to the limit. But what I do is I applaud the guy who hit him. He kept his patience. Now he knew exactly what he was gonna do.
Oh yeah,
was
he knew it from the
calculated.
jump.
But he didn't have to rah back. He didn't have to scream and yell. He didn't have to get real crazy. Just
Oh, he could have
when it
beat the
was-
brakes off of this.
When it
dude,
was
too,
time to
low-key.
go, he hit him. You know,
Yeah.
got him good, and then he
Respectfully,
you
yeah.
know,
He
knew
even
what
asked
was
him,
up.
"You good?"
Yeah,
Yeah,
kept
like,
it chill. You know,
what I
kept
mean?
it clear. And man, wherever he was getting ready to go, he still could have showed up and felt good about it. You
Oh,
know what I
yeah.
mean? Just would have been an iced tea light.
Oh yeah, man. Nah, facts. You know, and when I seen that, I was just like, "Yep, seen it coming. I knew it was gonna happen."
Wow.
Don't say that. Learn your lesson, dog. Don't be doing. You can't just do that. You can't. You might have some cats you be able to say that to. Use that word. Not everybody gonna feel the same way. So don't keep saying it.
Yeah.
You could tell when a motherfucker pissed off. And by the way, dude ain't even have a mask on. We ain't even gonna bring up none of that shit. You know what I
Man.
mean? Now that we think about it.
That's what I'm saying. He was
But
on one.
yeah, off the shit. So I'm pretty sure everybody in that store was ready for him to go and get his ass beat.
Yep.
That
Well, you
main
heard
reason why the lady was recording. She
Yep.
knew what the fuck was about to happen.
You heard her say it. She about to pop him. He about to pop him.
Seen it happening. I seen it. I was like, yep. Soon as I seen the little flip, like he dropped it, but guess what, man? Came up with the quickness and knocked this motherfucking
Hit him
head
with the
off,
back
man.
flip.
Yo, it was assault with a deadly weapon,
Yes,
son.
sir.
Like that shit popped.
Rocked him.
You know what I mean? So hey,
Rocked him. Hello.
I just wanted to pull that one out, show everybody, because that shit was nuts, dog.
Yes, sir. That was great.
That shit was crazy, man.
World star.
Boy, Boy, man, if that shit would have been during the day with a whole bunch of just young cats there, they might have beat his ass too.
Oh, yeah.
He lucky that shit happened at that time.
Yeah, he lucky. He
He's
caught
super
old
lucky.
school that was real chill. I mean, he caught a cat like you or me, man. Real chill dude, man. Wasn't too crazy. Just took care of business.
Oh yeah.
But he lucky.
Oh yeah.
Definitely
He's super lucky, man. He could have choked him out too. He was choking him out and then he let him go.
I done seen people get done way worse.
Oh yeah. Way dirtier than that. So be lucky he hit you with a hard iced tea, my guy, and not the blicky or something, because it could have got really bad.
Crazy.
Talking about you live two blocks up the street. You told everybody where you live at. You stupid. You not even making it up the street, dog.
Man.
They cutting you off.
Yeah, you lucky you ain't got
messing
Timberland
with some
tattoo
young cats.
Yeah, Timberland tattooed on your forehead.
Oh yeah, boy. Target, dog. Big ass target. So hey, hopefully that shit knocks some sense into him, literally.
Right.
But yeah, bro. Let's get into last few things we're gonna talk about today. There was a NFL game on yesterday, bro. Vikings, Saints, and Alvin Kamara, bro. He tied for the most rushing touchdowns in a game. 6. He had 6 touchdowns. Bro.
The boy was doing work.
6 rushing touchdowns. And he's tied with Ernie Nevers, 1929, dog. Like, this is how far you got to go back. With the, bro, they were the Chicago Cardinals at the time. That's how long ago this shit was. Right. For the most in a game in the NFL history. He's the 4th player in NFL history with 6 touchdowns in a game. He's the first since Gale Sayers, 4 rushing touchdowns, 1 reception touchdown, and 1 punt return, 1965. Did you watch the game?
I saw parts of it. I did not watch the whole thing.
Yeah, I was in and out, but I think I think I caught damn near every touchdown, because every time I looked up, he was scoring, bro.
Right.
You couldn't miss him in the red and green the cleats. You know what I mean? Like,
man, how many touchdowns did Tyreek Hill end up with a couple weeks ago?
I can't remember, because people were talking about that as far as fantasy.
Yeah.
And I don't even think he had as many fantasy points as Tyreek Hill. But
Wait, no, I know.
It could be a yardage thing, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because Tyreek Hill was catching 70-yard passes.
Yeah, bombs, bro.
Where he's getting those yards. Whereas AK could have had a 1-yard rush.
Yeah, I think he had his last one, or the 5th one was like a 7-yard run for a touchdown. Yeah.
So, but no, man, that's super athleticism, man.
That was cool to see
a freak,
on
man.
Christmas, bro.
Yeah,
that was
that's
super
awesome.
cool.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean? Maybe the NFL should put the cleats in the Hall of Fame.
The red and green
or something like that. Even though they're trying to fine them for wearing them, but
yeah, I knew it was coming.
Taking the fun out of the game, like that's what we want to see, man. Like,
and the fact that he wore those Jingle Bell joints and he scored 6
of them things, bro.
That's live.
That's
bro.
That's what I'm gonna remember.
That's
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's some dope shit. Like,
super dope.
You gotta let these guys have fun, man. Don't let them take it too far, but you gotta let them have fun out here. But man, that was a great game. Like,
that was.
Dude, they were scoring, and I mean, now they're saying that the Saints have a chance at really doing something in the playoffs when they score this many points.
Yep.
Yeah, they do. I agree. Drew Brees still needs to get a little bit better as far as health wise. But I mean, shit, you don't have to when he's rushing for all these touchdowns, bro.
And I was gonna say, man, the receiving core is back healthy. Michael Thomas is back. Emmanuel Sanders is back off the COVID protocol.
Oh, yeah.
Running game's crazy. And then Drew Brees, ultimately, man, whether he's 100% or not with the arm, he's a veteran in the mind, man. So they are dangerous.
Oh, yeah. And I said this 6 weeks ago, man. I had Kamaras as my MVP. He might walk away with this one.
Super possible.
He might be running away with this one.
Yeah.
Literally at this point. Because you just don't have 6 touchdowns in a game, and it just goes unnoticed. It can't.
It's crazy, man. Between him and Tyreek Hill, man, it'd be very...
Because, I don't want to say I get tired of seeing a quarterback win one, but let's switch it up a little bit. It's 2020. It's supposed to be a weird year. Switch it up.
Yeah.
Let him get this one off, man, because I'm telling you, bro, I was watching this game, and I'm just in awe. Like,
bro was clowning.
Is he really doing this to this Vikings team, and just the way they did this, you know what I mean? And he's counting after every touchdown, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm like, no, he not about to get enough. They not about to feed him again.
It's crazy. Keep giving it
6.
Dog.
So, man.
Well, hey, before we get into the picks, man, I want to bring something up. NBA yesterday.
Yeah, I meant to put that on there.
Blowouts. I mean, I'm talking about KD and Kyrie scary.
Dog, they had 41, I think.
I think they had 60 combined.
Yeah, they had 41 in the second half, I think.
It was stupid.
Who did they play? The Celtics?
Yep.
That's all the Celtics had in the second half was 41 points.
And the Celtics ain't no bums,
No,
man.
not at all.
You know, Kyrie's moving great. KD, I'm glad to see him back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I saw something on Twitter. Somebody was like, "Man, you know, when people say, you know, because there's a lot of gray area with KD, right? I mean, he doesn't really get the LeBron love, but he doesn't get like." I don't know, man. I feel like KD's kind of misunderstood a little bit, but to me, he's one of the most dominant, purest scorers ever to play the game.
Absolutely.
And it's not like he's better than LeBron, but I think literally his gameplay and his style, his size, his capability to be from the top to the bottom the guy's just all the way around clean with it, man.
I think one major thing, if they want to be successful this year, what's going to have to happen is, because they're pretty, the Nets, they're second, third, they're loaded, man. They're just as loaded as the Lakers are as far as first string, second string coming in. They're gonna have to stay healthy.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no, that's number one.
Kyrie's really gonna have to stay healthy because there's no third option on that team, bro.
Absolutely,
there's no third option.
Yep,
they got some great players, but I can't call any of them third options yet.
No, I fully agree with you. Their health is gonna be the key. Luckily
for them, they're playing in the East. But, I mean, who's to say that the East doesn't buff it up a little bit? I mean, I'm just waiting to see. I'm waiting to watch still, just to see how things turn out. I got to watch that Lakers game, and, I mean, they were even getting their first win of the season.
Right.
But, I mean, dude, they were playing nice. I like, what's his name, man? Oh, man, can't even think of the kid's name. That they just signed. He's a point guard.
From the G League?
No. He played with
with
OKC.
the hair. Yeah. I know you're talking about.
Yeah. Can't even think of his name right now.
Mm-hmm.
But he's coming. He's coming along, man.
Yep.
He's coming along. I think playing a year with Chris Paul really helped him.
He grew on me in OKC. I didn't like him when he first came in, but he's definitely growing on me.
Yeah. So you got that. Kuzma gave him a solid.
Yep. Well, I mean, and the Warriors got their heads ripped off by the Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I between that Brooklyn game and then the Bucks game, I was just like, man.
And in the late game, it was the Clippers and Nuggets. Is that who it was?
Yeah.
That game, it just went too late for me, bro. I was getting tired.
Yep.
Nuggets tried to come back. I don't even think they won that game. But yeah, I was watching the Lakers game, and Dennis Schroeder is the point guard I'm talking about.
There you go.
He really impressed me. He really did. Like, and I think you can learn from veterans, man. You can.
Yeah.
You can learn from these guys.
Absolutely.
They can help you flourish and become better players all around basketball players. So, LeBron did what LeBron does. AD did what AD does. I think Marc Gasol was even coming on a little bit. But yeah, man. And then that Nets game, like you said, it's whoa. That's all I can say. Yep. And one other thing I'll bring up is the Warriors. Mm-hmm. They're potentially going to be the worst team in the league again, or at least top 3 pick. Mm-hmm. I think their dominance is pretty much all but over.
Really?
Clay can't stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Draymond, once they get him back, I mean, they're saying this and that, but I don't think that makes them – ooh, man, it's not looking good. Steph Curry is who we thought he was, You could flourish off of having a lot of great players around you, but putting a team on your back is going to be extremely hard.
Mm-hmm.
They got Wiseman. He played great.
Yep.
He actually, I think through the first 2 games, rookie, he beat Rick Barry's average for the most points. So he's doing well.
He's played very well first couple games. Yeah.
And that's what I kind of seen in that first game. I think they played the Nets. He could play, man. Like, he definitely could play. He could shoot, too.
Yep.
Big man can shoot.
Yep.
So, I don't know, man. It's definitely going to be interesting seeing how that kind of works out with the Warriors because it doesn't look good at all.
Well, the interesting thing, man, is obviously the Clippers are who they are. The Lakers are who they are.
Yep.
But, Houston's broke up a little bit.
Man.
Denver's kind of up and coming.
I think Denver's going to be a problem.
who was I just thinking of? The Jazz, you know.
Oh, for sure, Jazz.
Portland, you know.
Portland's always gonna be there. Spurs will always kind of be in the mix.
Interesting, man, to see.
Who else?
Go.
Memphis in the West.
Yep, they are.
They're gonna be a problem. Ja Morant had 42 the other night.
Clowning.
Like, whoa, hold on now.
Like he done put on a little weight too.
Yeah, man.
Out.
Pelicans they're gonna be okay.
Solid. Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of teams. It's like if you're not doing at least okay, you're done.
Mm-hmm.
So their playoff chances could be finished within the first couple of months of this if they don't, pick it up a little bit.
Yep.
You know, but hey, they move into the brand new arena and all this and that, and you getting the shit beat out of you. So hey,
that's how it go.
Yeah, hey, it is what it is. That's why the king is a king and everybody else is who they are.
Yep.
All right, man. Let's get into some of these picks. I picked 3 games that, I think are a little meaningful. Saturday, today, when it gets closer to, the new year and when you're around the holidays, they always throw those little Saturday games in.
Mm-hmm.
Dolphins at Raiders. This one's interesting because Dolphins, they really need to win to still have a chance to get into the playoffs. But the Raiders can't just be losing these games like this, man. They done blew a lot of these games. I mean, hell, they really should have lost to the Jets that time, but that defensive coordinator who got fired right after he did that all blitz, it's kind of hard to say that they should have won that game. But who you got?
I don't know, man. This is tough for me, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough game. I think I'll go with the Dolphins still.
Mm-hmm.
Raiders just haven't looked good. John Gruden just doesn't. I don't know, man. Team just don't look like they're doing well right now. I don't think Derek Carr is gonna be the option for too much longer. Well, he's not playing. Excuse me. It's what's his name? Marcus Mariota's playing.
Got you.
I believe. So it's kind of weird because Tannehill got pushed out of the Dolphins, went to Tennessee, pushed Marcus Mariota out. Now, if you want to get his revenge on the people that started this shit, you got to beat the Dolphins.
Yep.
So, and the cool thing about that. He's got old teammates from the Titans that were pushing for him the last game to do well, and he was, but the Raiders are just falling into that end of the season kind of trap. Same thing that the Steelers are falling into. They done lost 3 straight.
Yep.
Probably gonna be 4 and maybe 5 straight. And like we said, they are who we thought they were. They haven't played nobody. That's what happens when you play bums all year.
Yep.
And it's not their fault, but they just play bums, They did all the talking from 8-0 to 9-0 to 10-0, 11-0, and all of a sudden,
caught up to him.
That shit bit him in the ass, and all that dancing bit him in the ass. Just stop. I'm telling you, that really started with that Bills game.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's what started it off.
Oh yeah, when Josh Allen said something about it to his guys, I was just like, yeah, man, that's fucked up. You just doing all this bullshit on the field. And you got to go out and perform. And the one thing about Juju is, I don't think he hasn't had a 100-yard game he's only had one in the last like 2 or 3 years.
Wow.
One.
That's crazy.
One, bro. He had more TikToks than he did yards in the game. They've been talking about Claypool, man, and he's been their guy this year. He's young blood. But yeah, Juju, man. I mean, you're not a number one, man. He had the benefit of playing next to Antonio Brown his first year. Guess what? They're going to triple fucking team Antonio Brown. Mm-hmm. Hey, they'll let you do whatever you want. So I think that shit is just catching up with him, man. He's still a young kid. He's got, he can still improve, but not looking good, man. So
yeah, I don't think he was talented enough when they had Antonio Brown. It wasn't until Brown was gone before he really got a chance to shine, man. But even then, it was forced because he was like their only option.
Yeah. That's just the offense that they have, man. This is what happens when you put a lot of effort into the defense and not as much into the offense. Mm-hmm. They're throwing short passes every game, and that shit done caught up to them. Defenses have figured it out.
Yep.
You're in trouble now, especially when your quarterback can't throw the ball
farther
farther than 30 yards. They ain't
So-
worried about none of that shit
so-
over the top no more. So I ain't gonna talk too much more on them. We already done served them that L. They got that. Bengals,
Yes,
they
sir.
low key need to just lose still, but
I'm gonna go Dolphins on that Saturday game.
yeah, for sure.
I think we're in agreement on that.
Oh, yeah,
Dolphins Saturday.
For sure. Sunday night football is Titans at Packers. That could be interesting. It definitely could.
Titans have been playing really well,
Yeah.
man.
I mean, ever since they lost the Bengals and then I think one other AFC North team, I think it was probably the Browns. After that, they kind of turned this shit around, man. So I think I'm going Titans.
Yeah, I think Titans get that.
I think I'm going Titans. Before we do the last pick, I'm trying to think of the game that is supposed to be it's 49ers Cardinals. It's actually today. It's not on TV. It's going to be on Amazon Video. It's the special they're doing. And it's the only NFL game this season that's like this.
What the heck?
Because I think Amazon is in the process of trying to buy like Thursday night football, if I'm not mistaken. So this is kind of like their trial run right now. So I might
tap in like Hulu did a little
yeah.
bit.
Oh yeah. So I think I might try to check that one out, see how it goes. But I just thought that was kind of interesting when I seen that. Like when you're looking on the ESPN app, you see Fox, CBS, ESPN, and then I see Amazon Video. I'm like, what?
The heck?
You know what I mean? So it was cool to see. All right, last pick. Monday Night Football. Bills at Patriots. Bills win this. They secure the AFC East.
Yep.
I'm
going Bills, man.
Oh yeah, Bills Mafia, dog.
They playing tough.
They playing lights the
They
fuck
deserve
out,
it.
man.
I'm excited, man. The Bills for a long time were terrible.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They got the history going to the Super Bowl a bunch of times and not winning.
3 years in a row, right? And they lost every time.
So,
that shit had to hurt with Jim Kelly.
Yeah, man. I'm excited for the Bills to be playing well this year, man, and to see what they can do. And then the irony of the Patriots. This just kind of being at the end of it.
Well,
all,
it doesn't
man,
suck, but hey, guess what? Now y'all gonna sit here and you're not going to the playoffs. Y'all got eliminated last week.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, now you're gonna feel what it feels like, to be so.
Just have an extra game.
Yeah. So and the other crazy thing is they're gonna do this on their field.
Damn.
Now, what Bill Belichick has up his sleeves, I have no idea. It'll be very interesting to watch.
Yep.
But yeah, Bills got this. It could be interesting. I think the first game was pretty close, actually.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Who knows?
It's two different teams here, man. Late in the season.
Oh yeah.
Bills are red hot. Patriots are deflated.
Mm-hmm.
Now, obviously, the Patriots can come out with a vengeance and kind of say, "Hey, this is our last game," or whatever it might be. We're gonna play just to. But
a lot of teams do that too. Like at the end of the year, they still try to give somebody something, knock them out of the playoffs. I remember,
keep them from contending.
I remember, and it's crazy we talking about the Bills. I remember the Bengals playing the Ravens that year, and they knocked the Ravens out of the playoffs and got the Bills into the playoffs off that last play with
the package.
Who was that? Tyler Boyd.
Yep.
So that shit's kind of cool. I like watching that, just ruining shit for other teams. Just like the Bengals won on Monday night, like. They
just
got
Steelers
ain't got no chance of getting into the the first the bye, and now they fuck around and lose these two games. They're not gonna win the division. It's gonna go to the Browns, and then the Browns, all my Browns friends that love them, y'all can send me a extra Christmas gift or something.
Right.
And I'll say you're welcome. I already told one of my friends, like, you see what we do for y'all? Can't nobody else in this damn division beat them, and it come down to the Bengals doing it.
There you go.
So hey. Like I said,
somebody know how I gotta get it right.
Somebody got to do this shit. Damn it, man. So we had to step up and do this shit. But we got Bills and Patriots Monday Night Football. I got Bills.
Me too, man.
All right, man. And this is our last episode before the new year. We'll do a little New Year thing when next Saturday.
Yeah.
I think it'll be like the 2nd. So just to everybody that's been watching since we started this year, we greatly appreciate everything that y'all are doing by watching us, sharing everything.
Absolutely.
You know, we really do appreciate all the things that, you know, that you guys take the time out of your day to watch us. Maybe not live, but maybe later on, the comments.
Absolutely.
We love all that, man. I know for one, I appreciate that. You know, we appreciate you coming on kind of midway through this year and
yeah, man,
you know, being a part of this.
For sure.
Shout out to Robbie. He's they're still like sending all his stuff
to
however he got all his shit shipped out there, man. So it might be a little while before we get him back on. He'll be on here with us too. But yeah, man. Happy New Year, brother.
Man. Happy New Year to you, Unanimous, everybody at the network, man. Robbie, you know.
Oh yeah, everybody.
Prosperous for you guys.
Oh yeah, you know, pound for pound, Grizbiz, my 2 cents.
Absolutely.
All those guys that help make this what it is.
For sure.
You know, we appreciate you guys. But yeah, I think with that being said, thank you for watching episode 32 of the Table Talk podcast. I'm Ann Walk.
It's your boy Marcus, man. Thanks for tuning in. All of 2020. We'll see you guys next year.
Yes, sir. Be safe.
Powered by.
Who is that? Who is that? Who is that nigga that's driving a Bentley? Who is that nigga that's counting them 50s? Who is that nigga that's running the city? I be that nigga that's running it up. Keep that shit on me, I keep that shit tucked. I'm paper chasing, always in a rush. I gotta get it, that shit is a must. They wasn't with it, got left in the dust. I gotta be the one to make a change. Could wait till the day when they told me I changed. Put on my city and my last name. Put on a pinky ring and a new chain. Who was that? Look at me, I know you picture you in that. I know you don't know nobody doing that. We too hot, they can never be cool with that. If I like it, you know I'm pursuing that. Maybe I should get one or get two of that. Walk out of the bank, pocket stupid fat. Yeah, they know who I be, they ain't wondering. Who is that? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Who is that? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Who is that? Who is that nigga that's driving a Bentley? Who is that nigga that's counting them 50s? Who is that nigga that's running the city? I be the nigga that's running it up. Walk.
Who is that? Who is that? Who is that?
I don't care.
Y'all can talk how you want. Yeah, talk how you want. Talk how you want. Who is that popping now? Who is that popping now? Who is that talking? Come get some.